Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Ascendant. Welcome to Reigning Tarot. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If something doesn't resonate with you during the reading, it wasn't meant for you at that moment. So just let it go back to the universe. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. It truly does help the channel grow and keeps me around a while longer. For those returning, I truly am grateful for all your support and watching the channel grow and helping me along in my journey and hopefully I'm helping you as well. So I've already blessed and purified the cards there, Leo. So we'll just do a quick prayer and then we'll get right into your reading. God, Goddesses, Universe, help me to be of service to Leo. Help me share with them thoughts and ideas that will make them happy, healed, and the best version of themselves. And so it is. Hey Leo, I drew one from the energy. Well, actually, first of all, if you have a question that needs answering, I'll answer that at the end of the reading with the angel answers. But first of all, we'll get an overall energy for you, Leo, and I used the energy oracle for that. And you received the seventh chakra archangel Uriel, and that is the number 41 in reverse. Let's see, I'll just move that over so there's not so much glare. Okay, so this card reversed, Leo, indicates a block to your own intuition and to the potential help and power from the spirit world. Perhaps you fear opening up to this side of your life, or perhaps it's just something that seems foreign or unrealistic. So either way, it's time to awaken to the beauty and power of this realm. So see your crown chakra spinning in a beautiful violet or white light and call upon Uriel's passion and power to help you bring this connection into being. Once you've opened to the incredible peace and power that spirit can bring, your life will never be the same, Leo. So for an affirmation there, you can say this with me if you like. My seventh chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. Love and inspiration from spirit and my own intuition flow fully to me now. And so it is. Okay, Leo, I also drew one from your divine guidance. Okay, and you received the number 8 card, and that's all about balance, Leo. And I'll just put that there, and I'll slide this over here. So, Leo, life is all about balance, and this card is here to help you create more balance in all aspects of your life: work and play, relationship time and alone time, social time and quiet meditation, physical activity and rest, giving and receiving, feminine energy and masculine energy. Balancing out each aspect of your life will enable you to give your energy to the world in a much more grounded and centered way. And so it is. Okay, Leo. Finally, I drew one from your guardian angels. Okay, so I'll put these aside for now. And you received the angel of music, and that is the number 21 card. So you received this card as a reminder that you need to put the music back into your life, Leo. Music comes to us in many ways, shapes, and forms. Music can be the soundtrack to our lives. Have you ever listened to a song and been taken back to a happy memory, or have you ever listened to a song that really spoke to you, Leo? So your angel of music has noticed that now is the time to reconnect to the music so that you can enjoy this relationship once again. Music invokes higher vibrations within our soul and our environment. Your angel will give you messages via lyrics and sound vibrations that are contained within music. It is extremely important at this time to pay attention to what songs keep appearing in your life. So pay attention to the lyrics, Leo, as they contain messages of guidance from above. So if you're currently feeling depressed, lost, or confused, surround yourself with music that is uplifting and inspirational. Music can and will make such a difference to how you perceive the world you are in and lift your mood, Leo. So listening to music when you are going to sleep can also help you make greater connection to your angel of music. He will come to you during your dream state to guide you in the right direction and uplift your soul there, Leo. So your angel may be here to help you inspire to write or create music of your own. He has a wealth of knowledge in the spiritual and musical realm, so make sure you call on him when in need of inspiration. He may give musical notes, or he may inspire you to write a poem that you turn into a song. Many of the greatest composers, musicians, and songwriters have been assisted by the angel of music to create masterpieces. It is now time to utilize his assistance to begin creating your own musical masterpiece to inspire you during this lifetime there, Leo. Okay, so for an affirmation, I find peace and solitude through listening to music. Music speaks to my soul and inspires me to fulfill my life's purpose, and so it is. And so, Leo, you need to put the music back into your life, and this is the right time to release your inner symphony. So be it there, Leo. Right on. Okay, guys. So finally, we'll get into your reading here, and I'm doing the 5 card spread, and I'm using the Archangel Tarot deck with your animal spirit guides for clarifiers. So in the 5 card spread, your first position is your current situation, and you got the number 2 card, listen. Okay. So, Leo, take a moment to quiet your mental chatter and listen. In relationships, it's important to pay attention to what the other person is really saying. Too often in conversations, you're already planning what you're going to say while the other person is still talking. So, you make assumptions about where the conversation is going, or plan your part of the conversation accordingly, even working the conversation into your desired outcome. So, when this happens, you don't truly hear what the other person said, and in doing so, you weren't present for that person there, Leo. So listening starts with becoming quiet, centered, and totally present. Listening involves many senses. So Leo, use your eyes to see the body language of the other person. Use your ears to hear not only the words spoken, but also the tone used to express them. Use your intuition to get a sense of what the person is really saying and feeling. Intuition often helps you hear what is not said as well as what is said. This is crucial to understanding the person or situation, Leo. So understanding is essential to improving the relationship or the situation. So remember once again to center yourself and use all your senses to understand what is actually being communicated. So listening is a gift, Leo. Give this gift to your partner, your children, your parents, your friends, coworkers, pets, and anyone you meet. Most important, give this gift to yourself, Leo. So tune into your mind, your body, and your soul, and ask yourself, are you listening? What do you hear? Okay. So, for an affirmation, I honor myself by being present and truly listening to the messages I hear, and so it is. Okay, Leo, like I said, for your clarifiers, I am using the animal spirit guides. Okay, so for the listening card, you received the penguin. The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. So, you've endured hardships in your life, Leo, sometimes gracefully, sometimes awkwardly. Yet they've taught you life lessons that have been invaluable in forming the person that you are today, Leo. These experiences have influenced the kind of personality and the character you possess. However, the path you've taken has ultimately been influenced by the choices you've made in response to those experiences. So, this is especially true with your most recent cycle, one that has presently made challenges that you have dealt with successfully. So that period of travail is passing, and whether or not you're aware of it, it has contributed significantly to your spiritual growth, Leo. So emerge from this period, Leo. You'll still be faced with new challenges, right? But you'll readily face them with the courage and inner strength you mustered during the period of struggle. You've discovered resources that you never knew you had, and these will serve you well for the rest of your life. So your faith in life's unfoldment and your greater awareness of your soul's destiny will help you deal with anything that comes your way with self-confidence and grace and fluidity. So making conscious and deliberate choices now becomes top priority there, Leo, as they have the potential to dramatically alter your life. Okay. So for your second position in the 5 card spread is your desires, Leo. Okay. Throw those there. And you received the Blossom card, and that's a number 20. So, matters of the heart are much like flowers, Leo. In the bud stage, the relationship is in a state of potential. It requires loving care and attention to help it grow, develop, and bloom. The people involved in the relationship must be willing to trust and open themselves to each other. With the proper amount of nurturing, the relationship will blossom and bring beauty to the lives of those involved. So, Leo, it's time for you to nurture the potential of your relationships. New life and love are waiting for you, and you have only to reach out and to take hold there, Leo. So, seize the energies of renewal that surround you now and allow yourself to blossom like a beautiful flower. Awaken to the possibilities regarding desires of the heart. So a blossom follows the sun because it's warm and light nurtures the flower and infuses it with energy. The sun even provides some of the nutrition needed by the blossom. So what is the sun in your own life there, Leo? What nurtures you and helps you thrive? Do your relationships provide what you need? If not, maybe it may, if not, it may be time to transform your life and grow in a new direction there, Leo. Sorry about that. So you're in a period of growth regarding affairs of the heart, Leo. Stretch yourself and your ideas of what you believe is possible, and know, in fact, that all things are possible if you only follow your sun. Okay, so for an affirmation, you can say this with me: I awaken to the beauty of relationships that nurture me. Okay, and so it is. Okay, so for a clarifier on for your desires for the Blossom card, you received the cheetah. Get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. So stop deluding yourself by thinking that there isn't enough time. There are too many other things to do, or you're not up to the mission that's calling you into action there, Leo. These and many other beliefs are delayed tactics that keep you from accomplishing what you're here to do. So it's much too easy to play it safe by staying caught up in the mundane dramas of life rather than honoring Spirit's purpose for you by making a run for it. So the first step is to write out your intentions as clearly as possible. Keep it nearby and create an appropriate affirmation that you can repeat several times over the course of the day, one that states your intention as if it has already occurred. So then write out a sequence of action steps that will help you move toward that ultimate goal. So don't be shy or hesitate to think big or bigger than you've ever previously allowed yourself, Leo. Once you've set the wheels in motion by doing these steps, it's time to move. Not in some frantic, hurried way, but steady and purposeful, designing much of your activity to support what you need to do. So, in all of this movement, once you successfully achieved a significant piece, take a breather and look back on how far you've come. Give yourself a pat on the back with each step that's accomplished as a way of acknowledging your process Leo. So, just get in there and go for it, Leo. Okay, so for your third position in the 5 card spread is your helpful messages. Okay, and you receive, Leo, change your focus, and that's a number 5. Okay, so some disappointment and sadness are inevitable. So how do you deal with it determines the quality of your life. It may be that you really recently experienced a loss, perhaps the end of a friendship or a failed romance. Maybe your family isn't providing the support you need, or you regret decisions you've made. Any number of situations can cause unhappiness there, Leo. So when relationships don't turn out the way you expected, it's natural to feel upset and hurt. However, it's not healthy to remain in that state for too long there, Leo. So when you get this card, it's time to put those sorrows behind you and shift your focus to what is good and positive in your life, Leo. Appreciate the people who love you and your ability to give love to others. So take stock of what brings you joy. Take charge of your own happiness is key here. Focus on what you have and are thankful for and attract more of the same there, Leo. Okay? So for a clarifier for your helpful messages for the change your focus card, you received the gorilla card. Take time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Okay? So the bond between family members can gradually decay and becomes stultified unless it continually nourished with loving attention. And one of the simplest yet most elegant ways of showing that attention is to listen compassionately to those you care about the most. Otherwise, you risk taking them for granted, assuming that they'll always be there and that they know you love them. Okay? So take time to have a conversation, starting with a relatively superficial topic, then moving into a more in-depth personal themes or adding your own tidbits, but primarily focusing on what the other person has to say, Leo. Show your spouse, your partner, children, your parents, or elders you love by listening and really hearing what they have to say about how they feel and what they think. This not only generates a deeper, more lasting affection between you and the other person, but far exceeds you just saying, I love you, with no real feeling behind it. So, Leo, people are constantly changing and evolving, adding new experiences and insights. So, who somebody is today, while built on a foundation of core self, changes and is continuously elaborating on that core self. So, find the newness and freshness in those you love, which includes both your biological and material families, as well as your close friends for whom you've informally adopted as family. Okay? So, for your fourth position in the five card spread is your challenges. Okay, and you received the number three card, sadness and isolation. Okay, so love can bring both joy and sorrow. Leo, when disappointment enters your life, it's important to acknowledge the accompanying sadness and feelings of loss. However, it's equally vital not to dwell on the loss. The temptation may be to isolate yourself from the world and cling to your grief. So, this card is a reminder to trust that this situation, as hard as it may be, Leo, is in your best interest. It's time to gently let go of the sorrow and disappointment. Sorrow can hold you back, or it can sorrow can hold you back and can alleviate you to new levels of understanding. Sorry. Focusing on your sadness and loss will prevent you from attracting a new positive energy around relationships. So it's time to turn your disappointment into hope, Leo, for the future. So you can ask yourself, like, what lessons you can learn from the situation. Move beyond despair into healing and joyful love, and let go and move on. And you have more powerful spiritual forces helping you, Leo, than you could ever imagine at this time. Okay. So for a clarifier for your challenges there, Leo, for the sadness and isolation you received the most, you're overlooking some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on, Leo. Okay? So pay closer to attention to other people's body language, how they move, their gestures, facial expressions, and general posture, Leo. When you focus not only on what individuals are saying, but also on their body language, you'll find that you have considerably more information you can use to understand what they're really communicating. For body language typically reveals far more about people than what they're verbally expressing, right? So sit back, Leo, whenever there are people around and simply observe for a while. Look to see if what others say is congruent with their body language and watch for any discrepancies. In other words, don't always take people at their word, right? Also, Leo, pay closer attention to agreements and contracts right now. Take your time to completely understand any agreement, finding out as much as you can by asking questions and consulting friends and experts to get their advice. Be careful, however, not to get bogged down into too much detail. Walk the fine line between scrutinizing a contract, verbal ones included, for an inordinate amount of time, thus remaining stuck in indecisiveness due to your need to be 100% certain that you've covered everything, and rushing into something impulsively and reflexively based on emotional appeal there, Leo. Okay. Okay, so finally but not least, for your fifth position there, Leo, is your outcome of the situation. All right. And you received Spread Your Wings, and that is the number two card. So energies of expansion are around you now, and because of this, you may feel restless and uncertain there, Leo. Your mind and soul are ready to soar, but you may feel confined to by certain relationships or certain aspects of them. So although they may be comfortable and feel safe, it's possible they don't quite fulfill your needs. Even the desire to be in a relationship can be restricting because it becomes your focus and you forget to live your own life to the fullest, Leo. So sometimes when you think you have all that you could ever want, you realize that you now want something else. So perhaps a relationship has grown a little too restricting, or it's not exciting enough, or maybe it no longer meets your needs as you evolved and changed. What will it take to allow you to feel unrestrained and joyful? Listen to your heart. What do you really want, Leo? Remember to make any needed changes with compassion as well, there, Leo. Okay. So finally, but not least, your clarifier for your outcome for you Spread Your Wings. You receive the Blue Heron. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any other judgment or disapproval from others. Okay, so trust your deepest sense of knowing what the right action is and do it there, Leo. And don't rely on others to tell you what to do or how to act. Not everyone will approve of the decisions you make, and if your choice goes against the grain of what people expect from you, you'll no doubt run into strong criticism and judgment. But stand still, look around you, and breathe. You're doing just fine in spite of others' assessments of you. Besides, your greatest and most fulfilling support will come from the place inside that guides you by revealing signs that tell you what path to follow. So, heeding these signs helps your soul be in alignment with Spirit's intent for you. You may have to get both feet in the water and wade through the dredges of the other people's disapproval, asserting yourself where needed, but practical optimism and the clarity of purpose will always dissipate any tendencies towards cynicism and self-pity. So trust in your inner knowing and let that be the source of your strength to help you keep moving forward, Leo. Okay? Right on. Okay, so in the beginning, I asked if you had any questions that you needed answering, that I would answer at the end of the reading. And the answer to your question is romance. Okay, so Leo, a very important relationship is about to enter or has recently entered your life. This is romance that you've been waiting for. Like all partnerships, there may be ups and downs, but don't let that deter you or shake your confidence. Have faith that love is coming into your life to stay. So if your question was about a current relationship, you can expect the parties to become closer to one another. Past disagreements will fade away and trust will grow. All relationships have peaks and valleys. So this card indicates an upward movement to a new level of dedication and intimacy, Leo. This can include engagement, marriage, or a form of recommitment to one another. Okay, awesome there, Leo. Okay, so finally but not least, I drew one from your Lightworker Oracle, and I just like to cap off the readings with these. They give good messages. Okay, so you received the number 17, Family of Light. Okay, so the limits that much of humanity place upon their love, they will love their own family, country, religion, or community better than they love those on the outside. Do not restrain your heart. You are capable of loving humanity, of loving all creation on earth as an extended spiritual family. You will love all as your own. You are meant to belong to a border family of light. Okay, so I'm just reading this out of the book here. So, while some souls have incarnated to learn about us and them, others have the purpose of teaching unconditional, all-embracing love. You are one of these. You have taken life to love the many, not you have taken life to love the many, not just the few. For this purpose to be anchored, issues in your biological family may keep you from bonding with them in a typical way. Perhaps you were the odd one out in your family, the one whom no one really understood. Perhaps you felt loved but couldn't live the way your family seemed comfortable to live. Maybe you lost family members through divorce, disease, depression, and death, and through addiction or emotional immaturity that left you disconnected from key family members. If your father figure was absent while you must do the emotional healing work to process the pain, understand the purpose of that absence for your own spiritual connection to remain intact, pure, and powerful. If your mother figure was absent while you were advised to do the emotional work to process the pain, understand the purpose of the absence for you to look beyond your immediate family to find your place and find yourself belonging to and being devoted to the entire human race. The pain was part of how you remained unconditioned by the more typical family bonds. So while these bonds are necessary for many souls to experience their life lessons, the difficulty you may have experienced regarding them help you push you to become a child of love. You had to seek family in expansive ways, remaining open as you searched for love, rather than feeling satisfied by your immediate tribe and close to those outside it. So you can come through your experience not as a victim of circumstances, but as an empowered soul. So process it, heal, forgive, and step into the spiritual blessings gained through your atypical relationships with your biological family. Although you are not meant to belong in a traditional way to your family or origin, you shall not be denied the love you need. You are here to help build a human family joined by more than blood or a legal union. It will just it will not just be you loving the world, but the world loving you. The power of your heart to give and receive love shall not be wasted. So it is time to gently undo the patterns of attempting to fit in. Instead, trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be. When you do, your magnetism will draw love and friendship from those who vibrate at a similar level of consciousness to you. Leave the past hurts and rejections behind. You no longer need them to grow. Be brave. Pray to connect to your family of light, not only in spirit but also here on earth. Let the men know that you belong here in spirit and in body, to be loved, held, touched, listened to, and accepted just as you are. So for an invocation, I choose of my own free will to receive all assistance from unconditional love so I can peacefully process any unresolved hurt, rejection, abandonment, judgment, or betrayal. I have learned how to love more unconditionally through my experiences. I have learned that love allows all beings to freely choose how they wish to live. I wish to live with openness, love, and connection in spirit and in flesh with those who can accept my love and love me too. Through divine grace, I ask for assistance in attracting my soul tribe and family of light, heavenly and human, that I may experience belonging and conscious community, sharing my light and love with others. Through unconditional love, may all beings feel the blessings of true family, of deep, abiding, divine love. So be it. Sorry, that was a bit long there. Hey guys, yeah, and you tell me if you like the light work, or if you like me reading the whole thing to you, or if you just want me to maybe skim over it and just summarize it for you or whatever. So if you want to leave that in the comments, that'd be great. Anyways, I hope you, like I said, if something didn't resonate with you in the reading, it wasn't meant for you at that moment, so just let it go to the universe. So I'll just check out what kind of numbers we got here, and then I will say goodnight, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, so what do we got here? So there's a tool. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this quick here. 220. 3. Okay, so you got 2 2s, a 20, 21, 41, a 17, a 3, a 7, a 5, and an 8. So yeah, you might want to check out the 2 2s, or the 3 2s. Okay, and maybe that's got a special meaning for you, or a message for you. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And I hope you had a good Halloween and an even better week. And I hope to see you again soon. And thanks for coming out and supporting the channel. Namaste.